Yo, what's up? How everybody doing? This is your boy Prophecy, also known as T. Lanier. Coming to you live. I want to introduce everybody to my new podcast. It's called Live from 105. Let the People Speak. Right? So we here today. I want to introduce my podcast and what we're going to be talking about and things we're going to be tapping on and stuff like that. So for one, we're going to start off with my introduction, my reintroduction to everybody, introducing myself and telling my story, where I come from, how I was raised, and my pedigree, right? We straight reality based, truth, no messy Jesse. You heard me? Been doing my thing on this microphone forever, right? Born on 105, raised on 105. Born September 1st, 1967, right? Born right smack in the middle of the Black Panther demonstration in the 60s. I was born in 67, so I was born right in the middle of the Black Panther movement. So my pedigree, my background, my roots, my role models, per se, or whatever you want to call it, were all Black Panthers, Black nationalists, activists, and gangsters, right? So we're going to come straight raw, truth-based, reality-based, all the good stuff, raw and uncut, right? So like I said, I'm just going to tell my story and reintroduce myself to everyone and stuff like that. Born September 1st, 1967, raised on 105. South Boulevard, 9816 to be exact, right? Born, came home, I'm a baby, 3 years old, on the picket line with the Black Panthers, right? Because we was back then, when I was born, it was a lot going on as far as oppression, not right by our people. You know, the truth don't need no alibi, right? So it is what it is. So I was born into the middle of that, and those are my role models. These are the people that showed me and raised me and taught me how to live and survive. And with that being said, on top of that, I was born into the struggle. We were poor. Y'all don't know nothing about poor for real. Y'all will never know poor like I know poor, or people that was born in my age know about poor and where we come from to where we are now. So with that being said, I'm just gonna keep it moving. I was like raised on 105, born on South Boulevard, 9816. And when I was a kid, my neighbors were the Carsons. So we had the Carsons next door over here. We had the Womacs over here. South Boulevard going up, you had the Blackmans, the Goshens, the Browns, Charlotte, Shaky and them, Gerard, Janie Bird. Everybody know Janie Bird if you're from 105. Everybody know Janie Bird and Elmer and all of them. And on Westchester, you had the Turpins, you had the Lewises, you had the Moores. Can't forget about South Beach with Betty, the Cammons, with Desiree and Dolly and all of them, and Ray Cannon and all of them. Miss Moore on Westchester, the Turpins on Westchester. You know what I mean? You had the Lewises with Randy and Reeby and the Lewises. You know, I know all of them, Cortez, Reeby, all of them, my people. Love them to death, right? You got the Madisons. There's so many people I can name from my neighborhood when I was coming. The Johnsons on South Boulevard, like everybody. Mackie, my dude Mac, the Sharps on North Boulevard, Lil Willie, Jeanette Montone, Dubai Gangster. You heard me? That's another story. Lil Willie. But yeah, that's my story, man. So when I grew up, went to Joseph Landis Elementary School. Went to Joseph Landis. I wound up being I was a bad kid. I'm gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it 100, straight truth based, right? I came off the porch in the 6th grade, right? I was selling weed in 6th grade because I was trying to survive. I always tell my kids when I was hustling when I was a kid, it was for survival, not for material and to show off for other people like they do today. Because we really come from the struggle and we were poor, so we was trying to survive. I was in survival mode. Kid selling weed, 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm selling powder to grown people. I'm selling weed to grown people. 105 in South Beach, getting money. You heard me? A kid getting money. And I went from that, and I grew, caught my first case in 92, went to Marion Correctional, did a year, came home, hit them streets straight. I was a beast in them streets. Everybody know T. Lanier, you heard me? It ain't a secret, right? Boom. Got into the music game. Me and Casper C. Zulus, Fever in the Funk House, 12 in the Waist, Crushed in the Face. Right? I was beatboxing, doing my thing, DJing a little bit. Then I hit the rap game. Right? Prophecy was my name. It's still my name. Everybody know Prophecy. Everybody know me as like I'm a movie star, right? So boom, got a record deal in North Hollywood. LOH, Land of the Heartless opened the floodgates for the hood as far as getting in the music game. So we wind up down in North Hollywood, Land of the Heartless, 10-man Verb, DA, rest in peace, DA. Much love, baby. We went down there for their music video. My dude, Fat Brett Wilkerson, worked for Greyhound Bus Station. LOH is shooting the Cake Daddy video in Oakland, California at Club Jeffries. Fat Brett worked at Greyhound Bus Station, got us 13 bus tickets. You had 13 niggas from 105 on a Greyhound bus going out to California to get the Homeboys video. I was the guy. I always had that swagger, you heard me? Boom. Oklahoma Fed building, fuck everybody's wife like on all my children, right? Boom, we did the show at the Agora. I said, I'm not coming back. We went to that for that video. I said, I ain't coming back with no record deal. I went out to California with them, man. I ain't never come back to Cleveland. I wound up getting a record deal in California. I was in North Hollywood, California, kicking it. Solo dolo, like the man on the polo. You heard me? T. Lanier, man, America's favorite bad guy. One of them anyway. In North Hollywood, California with a record deal. Got my record deal. Player hater, of course, they everywhere. We outnumbered. The fake definitely outweigh the real. Shout out to all the real. What's up? Boom. Somebody snitched on me. I got extradited. I had an old pistol case. Somebody from Cleveland hated on me. North Hollywood police come and get me from my spot. Extradite me in the back of a van. I stayed in LA County jail for like 5 weeks. Ohio come and get me. Take me back. I think I'm going on Con Air, right, y'all? I get outside, they got a van. They take me back to Ohio in the back of a van for 2 weeks. I spent the night in 28 different county jails before I got back to Cleveland. Got back to Cleveland, went and took care of that stuff with the law, flew back out, went straight on tour, me and Freestyle Lee. Came back, boom, things went left with the record label. I ain't gonna get into those details, but anyway, I got my music, came back to the city. Came back to the city, hottest thing in the city on the mic, you heard me? Boom. Ran into my dude Fred Ward and Jeff Davis. They came to my house on Union. I just got back from California. I wound up signing with Overman Records. Signed with Overman Records. Boom. We doing our thing. Newport Cigarettes took me to Jamaica. They sponsored me. I went to Jamaica doing my thing and everything. Boom. On tours, doing my music. And I'm by myself. I'm on James Bond Beach in Ochos Rios in Jamaica, solo dolo. You heard me? On stage, getting it in. Run that track. Prophecy ain't playing with these people. Right? Get finished with that. That did really left. See, I went wrong with my career because I went street label. I should have went Square Balls Don't Bounce. But that's the milk that already been spilled. So that went left. So I wound up and I went back to the streets, you know, do what I do best. Because I always been a money getting dude, right? So I'm getting that money. I'm going to California. I'm going to Arizona. I'm going everywhere. Boom. Wind up getting caught up in Arizona. Do a few years in the joint out there. Because I did time in Ohio already. You know, I've been everywhere but the electric chair. You heard me? through his grace and mercy, though. You feel me? We know about that. Ain't no question, right? I made it through all that. I tell people I've been through more shit than toilet paper. You heard me? Come back. Boom. In them streets. Wind up getting shot in the back with a 40 caliber on hand. Story I ain't never told nobody. Me and two of my brothers been shot on the same street. Me, my brother Dre, my brother Bookie been shot on Hampton. All three of us been shot on Hampton. I made it through that. 6 months later, get shot in the head with a 9mm. Made it through that. God is the greatest. No question, right? So I made it through all of that, man. My mom passed away. I lost my grandparents. Been through a lot of pain. And I'm just telling my story because I want people to know who I am and what they're dealing with, because I'm about to come with this raw shit. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Like I said, I ain't doing the messy Jesse talking about people. I'm gonna do current events here and there, whatever the case may be. We truth-based. Reality is undefeated, right? You heard me? And we in associations with the Gangsters Broadcast Association, you dig? So, Lanier Life Entertainment, 9816 in full effect.